Well, hello and welcome to Knife Delights. It's time for another Way Back Wednesday. A great open tag started by the friend of the community, Rick over at Warthog. That's right, the man, the legend, the curator of cutlery, Warthog. Thank you so much for starting this great open tag. What we've got on the table here today is a couple of West Cut K3 knives. So what is a West Cut? Well, West Cut is a line of knives that was put out by Western Cutlery out of Boulder, Colorado. And I'm going to try to clean this tang stamp off here just a little bit. But the West Cut line was started, well, let me see, back in the 30s, I want to say. And started in 1931. And the West Cut knives with no model numbers were pre-World War II, 1931 to 1941. Now, the K series of knives came out in 1958. They came out with a K1, K2, K3, K5, and 645. And no one knows why they came out with 645 instead of K65, but that's what they did. So, yeah, it's just another line from Western. Some might say, well, it was a budget line, but it wasn't really a budget line. It was just a different line. And maybe they were, catering to different kinds of dry goods stores and things like that for their distribution system. It's hard to say. Just taking a little bit of this mineral oil from LCK Knives, Knife Lube. This mineral oil just helps take some of that stuff off of there without doing any heavy polishing. And we can see that tang stamp a little better. We can see there. If I can get it to focus in. West Cut. I got her. Boy, I can hardly read it. Okay, West Cut, Boulder, Colorado, made in USA. And then over here, on the pile side, we can see the K3 in there. So it's just a little bird and trout knife put out by Western. Now, I think the K series, I don't know, I think after World War II, I think this is the first series of knives that came out without the bifurcated tang, which means it probably has like a full tang or more of a rat tail tang to it. The old Western knives, the bifurcated tang looked like a tuning fork in there, and you had a pin on the top and the bottom that went all the way through. And you can see on this one, you can't even see the pins. But it does have really nice leather handles. Now, interesting enough, I didn't mention yet, this is my brother's knife that he found a couple months ago in an antique store. And he also found this one too, and this is a K3 also. But look at the blade on this one. Look at how it has been sharpened down. And it's almost like a needle. And as evenly as that is sharpened across there, it makes me wonder if somebody intentionally ground that off so they use this for a specialty tool, or they just used it so much that they wore the blade away. But look at that. That's just like a needle. You see the leather here? But when you look at them, look at the guard here. These are two different production, the same model, but must have been different production years. Oh, wait a minute. This is a K3. Is this a K5? No, it's K3. But look at the differences. Yep, much bigger guard on this one. So, same model, but a little different variation to it. I just noticed that. It does have the same tang stamp, West-Cut Boulder, C-O-L-O, made in USA. But somebody sure loved this knife, didn't they? Look at that. We'll take a look at the sheath here just real quick. Just a standard generic sheath. Got some rivets here. Can't tell, I don't see a drain hole in it. But this knife was worn a lot. You can tell, look at that. Someone got a lot of use out of this one. Got a couple of cuts down in there. So the sheath is not in the best of condition. Missing a little chunk of leather there. But on this sheath, now a lot of Western knives on their sheaths, they had oak leaves coming down decorating them. And this one's just a plain sheath. The old style, just belt through. So, yeah. Isn't this an interesting knife? Let me just take a quick measurement here. And it looks like we got 7 inches overall length. Got a blade length of about 3.5 inches and a cutting edge of about 3 1/4 or 3 1/8 inches. Yeah, about 3 1/8 inches cutting edge on it. So yeah, just a dandy little bird and trout knife. And I don't know how my brother keeps finding these. I got another video that we've already recorded where he shows some of his latest fixed blade knives that he picked up. And he's got a Western in that one. I tell you what, he's just picking up all kinds of good knives. I don't know how he's finding them. I'm not finding these good things. Yep. Just kind of clean it off a little bit here. I don't know how much he wants me to clean it off. He's been, well, I guess he's kind of caught the bug of finding knives in antique stores, and he wants to start cleaning them up and doing some restorations on them. So that's terrific news. And I still say he needs to start his own channel, but he won't do it. I don't know. But a little mineral oil here doesn't hurt anything. Get a little of this gunk off. Cleans up pretty nice. Must be stainless steel. I don't see any patina on it. Take a look at the blade thickness there. I don't see any swedge. Just a very minor clip point to it. Well, folks, there you have it. Just another wonderful antique store find. West Cut by Western Cutlery. I will put a link probably to my fixed blade knives down here in the lower right hand corner, and the big round knife delights. Well, hit that if you'd like to subscribe. Down in the lower left hand corner, well, that's just the next video that YouTube thinks you should watch. So until next time, have a very delightful day.